Hello, captains, and thank you for tuning in again, and welcome to the flight show. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm posting. Yes, I've been busy as hell, but yes, I'm getting this back online. So, we're going to just get started. I'll do some explanations in a moment.
Checked.
So, we are going to be doing a flight from Midway, Chicago Midway, or KMDW, to New Haven Tweed Airport in New Haven in the United States on Avalo Airline. Now, why am I using Avalo Airline? Because I started a career on Simbit World 2, and this is my career. I'm trying to get up to one of the major airlines, but let's go ahead and get started. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the battery going, and since the battery is running, we're going to go over here and go ahead and get ground services, even though I'm going to be using, or try to be using, GSX. So let's request ground power. So as you can see right there, the power is out, and it's hooked up. So we can go ahead and switch to ground power. Okay. So you can see the GSX menu going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and say request boarding. This is GSX. And by the way, I am using Flight Simulator 2020. So, it's been a while since I've really been on this level, so you're going to be here for the mistakes and the good stuff, so just bear with me. And we're going to go through our procedures. Now, I'm using FS Crew for 2020. It's not as easy to use as it's not as easy to use as Prepared 3, so you're gonna have to bear with me. And we're using ground power, so we really shouldn't have that battery warning. But let's start going through our flows. I'm using the same book as I use for the battery's on for Prepared 3D. Helps.
Checked.
So let's see here. Hydraulics off, landing gear reduce was down. Emergency test fire extinguishers. I'm kind of going this as an expedited. We got to get back in the flow of things, folks. So you're gonna just have to work with me here.
Checked.
Okay, flight attend button.
Hi,
move with it.
L1. How can I help you?
Checked.
1 juice, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute.
And we're gonna turn off that microphone while we're working. We did the throttles, and we are confirming the gears are in place.
Here are the drinks.
Thank you. Thanks. I don't think even she responds to thanks now, so whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna go up here quickly. Test flight recorder. Make sure the interphone is on. I gotta test. Yeah, we see that the oxygen is good. And they turn on the IRS. Okay. So keep on moving. Pre-flight procedure. I'm going to go ahead and hit this is what I believe to be the play button.
I'm out for the walk around.
Okay. I'll have to do one that's for the FS Crew on its own. We're just trying to make everything work here. So as you can see, the jetway is coming back out, but I do not accidentally have the jetway that automatically comes with the aircraft out. So we're just going to roll with that. And they're loading the airplane, so you can see. So that's good. So now we're just going to go through our flows, and it does show the flows here, which is good. So we did that, battery on, did that, electronic, light step. Okay, so we're going to pick up from there. This is set to standby. I lost my place. Ground power is over. Test it. 10 button. We did that. Flap lever up position. Takeoff configure. Test takeoff configure warning. Engine test. Test cargo fire. Oh, I forgot what that was. Test PA system. I forgot what that was. Confirm gear pins are in place. Let's say I did. Confirm probe covers removed. Verify manual gear extension. Access doors closed. Voice recorder on. We did that. No, we didn't. It's on auto. I wonder if I had to change that. Who knows? Test data recorder. Let's say we did that. Mock airspeed. We did that. Test stall warning. Did that. Oxygen. Check oxygen. Did that. IRS modes. We did that. Parking brake is set. Let's see. Okay. So we have done that. Great. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead. Like I said, I'm using this. Check parking brake set. As I've mentioned before, the timer will prevent that from advancing. So in the meantime, we will go on and get this pre-flight stuff taken care of. So we're going to put in our fuel. Our fuel I did on PFPX, and our fuel is going to be for this flight 14,584 pounds of fuel. Then we're going to go back here to payload, and our zero weight is going to be 123.9. $123.9. 3.9. Okay, we got that in there. So now we can go on to this, set up the CDU, since I don't know what else to do with this new system. We'll get to the. Remember, the flows are being shown here, but I did the first set of flows, and it's not advancing it just yet. So we'll wait. In the meantime, we'll get this done. So we'll go ahead and put in our flight position. And we're at KMDW. There we go. I'm at gate A19. I wonder if it takes it. It does. Sweet. So then I'm going to just tell it that it's here. Now you know, you really know where I am. Alright. Route. Again, we're at KMDW, and we are going to New Haven, which is NVN. NVN. Put that there. Not in database. Did I do that wrong? Oh, sorry. KHVN. HVN. And our flight number is going to be VXP422. All right, now we will be departing on runway 31 center. And our departure, it's a direct, so we don't have to put in that. And let's see, go to our route, first page. So we will do, I don't even think you want to see this. I'm going to just get this done. I'll be back. Affirmative.
Thanks.
She just asked if we wanted to start boarding. But I'm almost done with this, so I'm going to go ahead and let you join me for it. So we're going to do J, oh no. Where were we? KEEHO. and then GHW. And Q82. And we come out of that jetway with MEMMS. And then to RKA.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around. Checked.
Alright, so now, as soon as I get this finished, we'll do the pre-flight procedure. And so now we can,
Set.
what do we do? Block that off, and then arrival will be arriving on ILS, no, I take that back. We'll be arriving on 20. So, that again.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind
It's
shear.
RNAV 20. Alright.
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
And this is our star. And transition will be RKA. Alright, anything else? No, I think that's it. Alright, so activate. Boom. Reserves 5. Cost index 40. That's how I calculated it. And our flight level will be 370. Flight level 370. Winds are 220 at 9 knots. Excellent. And then we'll have our limits. Let's see. CG, we'll do flaps 5. And now we have our V speeds. And what is our runway length? Is 6,500. All right, so that's taken care of. We can go into pre-flight procedure. Well, this is actually our flow, not our pre-flight. Well, yeah, this is the pre-flight procedure flow. So let's get started. Okay.
Glide slow.
Got 12 minutes. So, flight control
Wind shear.
switches guard,
Wind
yaw
shear.
dampers are
Wind shear.
on.
Terrain.
Nav, transponder, display switches, normal switches, auto, fuel pumps on.
Sink rate. Pull up.
Check crossfeed valve
Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink.
to normal.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low.
First
Flaps.
sector.
Too low.
Cabin
Terrain.
IFE on. Check
Glide
equipment
slow.
cooling norm. Fasten
Bank
seatbelts
angle.
on.
Bank angle.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 25.
Check wipers in park. We'll say they are.
1,000.
Window heat on.
500.
Nope, that's probe heat.
400. 300. 200. 100.
Hydraulic switches.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Check pressurization panel.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Trim air
Too
on.
low. Terrain.
Temperature selection is UTA. Good. PAX auto. Isolation valve open. Bleeds on. APU bleed as desired. Right now I want them off. Set flight altitude, of which we said 3,700 feet. I mean, not 3,700, 37,000. Duh. I hate it when I do that. Get out of the way. I tell you, the things that I don't like about 2000, this being one of them. A little label thingy. All right. Are you ready for the... Oh, turn on the mic. Are you ready for the departure brief? Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Any questions?
No questions.
Because I ain't going through all that. All right.
Light slow. Pull up.
Okay,
Wind
so
shear.
finishing out
Wind shear.
the...
Wind shear.
Because my list went away, by the way.
Pull up.
Got to put on RTO.
Airspeed low.
Checked.
Fuel bar standby instruments.
Pull
Check
up.
indicators. Speed
Terrain.
brake is
Pull
down.
up.
Checked.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear.
And trim
Too low.
is
Flaps. Too low.
5.58.
Terrain. Light slow.
Bank angle, bank angle.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200.
Okay.
100.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet
30.
for you.
Thanks.
10.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Wind shear.
Safety inspection
Wind shear.
checks and before
Wind
start
shear.
checklist to the
Too
line.
low. Terrain.
Safety inspection checklist. Surface and shock. Checked.
Check.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electrical hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist completed. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins. Gear pins.
1, 2, 3, remove.
Probe covers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, remove.
Light test.
Check.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested
I
100%.
lied.
Yaw damper. Checked.
On.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Fuel.
Set and check.
Cabin utility IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
On.
Fasten belts.
On.
Fasten belts.
They're on. Oh. They're in auto. On.
Checked. Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Pax auto bleeds on set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross check.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down detent.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stabilizer trim cutout switched.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Set and standby. Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trims.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Freeze and zero.
today, as you locate your assigned
Takeoff
seat,
briefing.
please place your smaller
Discussed.
items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for
PA.
larger items in our overhead compartment.
Complete.
If you need assistance, contact the flight
Complete.
attendant. If you are unable to
FMC
accommodate any
and
item in the
CDU.
cabin, please
Set.
press the boarding
FMC
door.
and
We will check
CDU.
it for you.
Set.
Also, review the safety
N1
instruction
and
card in
indicated
your
airspeed
pocket.
pads.
If you are
N1
seated
and
in an
indicated
exit seat, also
airspeed
review the
pads.
exit seating
Set
card.
and check.
Stabilizer trim.
5.52 set. 5.58 set. 5.58 set.
Stabilizer trim.
Set and check.
Performance weight and balance.
Signed and sent.
Starting engine 2. We have insufficient air pressure for start.
Okay, first off, give me a second. We shouldn't even be there.
Performance weight and balance.
Hush. Let's go to ground. Menu over here.
Performance weight and balance.
Quiet. I'm busy.
Performance weight and balance.
Cross-check the following. Auto. Isolation valve auto.
Performance weight and balance.
Cross-check the follow.
Performance weight and balance.
Okay, so that means I have to do this. Okay, so
Performance weight and balance.
cross-check the follow. Isolation valves auto. Isolation valve auto.
Performance
Left
weight
pack
and balance.
off.
Performance weight and balance.
Right pack off. APU.
Performance weight and balance. Performance weight and balance.
State and check.
Signed and sent. Phones.
Off.
Off. Electronic flight deck.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Airplane mode and stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Locked.
Doors.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist to the line completed.
Start left. Start number 2 engine.
Starting engine 2.
Oh, wait. Stop. I forgot. We got to do something first. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Like I said, it's been a while. Okay, so now we will request pushback. Prepare for pushback. And you can see our person out here. What is it?
Hello, Captain. We are
Check.
ready to push back.
I see you over there. She literally was walking like she was straddling that pole, like didn't even step over it.
Checked.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
So we are gonna go nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Oil pressure.
As I said, I am very rusty, so bear with me, but we'll get it together.
Starter cut out.
Start engine 1.
Number 2 stable. Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Starter cut out.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Number 1
You can
stable.
disconnect.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the
Checked.
buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt
Okay.
fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked as exit
Check
signs and
doors.
instructions for door operation.
Checked.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Generators on.
The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will
Probe
illuminate
heat
the aisle.
on.
The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure,
Anti-ice is required. We don't need it. Pumps on. They are on. Packs auto.
Checked.
Towards you to start the flow of oxygen.
Isolation
Oxygen will be
valve
flowing
auto.
to the mask, even though the bag may not inflate.
APU bleed
Cover your
off.
nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band
Start
around
switches
your head
continuous.
and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure
APU
your own mask
off.
before assisting others.
Check flight controls.
May be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon
Check
exiting the
isolated.
aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold onto the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located
After
above
flight
you.
controls check.
Thank you for your attention.
Ready.
Flaps 5. Okay, this is where I get confused because things are missing. Let's see. Controls check. Okay. Right. Controls check right. Controls check left. Alright, so I can't get this thing. I think we're gonna go to
272. Set.
full left. Full left. Full right. Center. Full up. Full down. Center. Full left rudder. Full right rudder. Center rudder. Flight controls check complete. Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators.
On.
APU.
On.
APU.
Off.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Probe kit.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
PAX auto bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Off.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Isolation valve.
Set and check. Set and checked.
Isolation valve.
Set and checked.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
5 required. 5 required. 5 selected. Green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Set and check.
Start levers.
Idle detent. Idle detent.
Flight control.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear on the left.
Clear right.
Okay.
Checked.
We will turn off the microphone for them. Let's see here. Why are we not moving? Let's see. Oh. There we go. Sometimes you have to hit the button twice. I do not get that. We literally have to hit it twice. Now, as you can see, I'm not using ATC.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fitting, one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exits may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressure are always being monitored. In the unlikely event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, hold the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic bands behind your head and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your own mask first, and then assist the other person. Keep your mask on until a crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. If you hear, brace, 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 lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust at the front.
Before takeoff checklist to the line.
Pull firmly on the red cord, only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill
Before
the
takeoff
blow
checklist
into
to the
mouthpieces.
line.
Before takeoff
Use the
checklist
whistle
to the
and
line.
light to
Config.
attract attention.
Check.
Flaps.
Also, your seat bottom cushion
Five-
can be used
five
as a
green light.
flotation device.
Stabilizer
Pull
trim.
the cushion from the seat,
5.58
put your arms
units
into the
set.
strap, and hug the cushion to your chest.
5.8 units set.
You will find this and all the other
5.8
safety
units set.
information in the card
Takeoff
located in
briefing.
the seat pocket in
Review.
front of you.
Holding
We
at
strongly
cabin.
suggest you read
Secure.
it before takeoff.
Holding at
If you
cabin.
have any questions, please don't hesitate
secure.
to contact one of our crew members.
Secure.
We
Before
wish you all
takeoff
an enjoyable
checklist
flight.
to the line completed.
Approach is clear on the left.
Approach is clear on the right.
Before takeoff checklist below the line.
Stand by. Cabin crew seats for departure. Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set. Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Holding at landing lights.
Should have had that on.
Holding at landing lights.
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 Landing lights on. On.
Holding at landing lights.
On.
Holding at landing lights.
Set and checked.
Holding at landing lights.
Set and checked.
Holding at landing lights.
Complete the checklist.
Holding at landing lights.
What should I do? They're
Holding
on.
at landing lights. Holding at landing lights.
I don't know what it wants.
Checked. Holding at landing lights.
On.
Holding at landing lights.
Off.
Holding at landing lights.
Set and check.
Holding at landing lights.
Set and check.
Holding at landing lights.
Repeat last.
Holding at landing lights.
Say again.
Cabin crew seats for departure.
On.
Holding at landing lights.
On.
Holding at landing lights.
Set and checked.
Holding at landing lights.
God darn it.
Holding at landing lights.
Cancel checklist.
Roger.
I don't know what he wanted. Alright, here we go.
Checked. Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal. 80 knots. V1. Orbit.
Positive rate climb.
Gear up.
Positive rate. Gear up. Heading select.
Heading select.
Checked.
Traffic.
It looks great. I mean, not entirely sure what I overlooked, but flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Select VNAV.
VNAV.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up.
Put this on. Oh, you can't see it because it's right out of your field of view, but I'm setting the altitude to 3,700. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and turn off
Checked.
landing lights.
Speed checked. Flaps up.
And why can we not get our VNAV? What is...
Checked.
Oh! I know, embarrassing. Like I said, haven't done this in a minute. Something I knew I forgot. Alright, so go ahead and put on autopilot, and we can now align with our flight.
Altimeters.
We're not using ATC at the moment. We're now above 50,000 feet, so we can go to 300 knots. Okay, so we are now up and we are on our way. So let me briefly tell you, where have I been? As you know, I've become dean of the graduate school, and it's just been crazy busy. I mean, not only am I, dean of the graduate school, I'm also treasurer of the National Society of Black Physicists. There's just a lot of things that I sit on, and I just really sold out trying to be on top of things. But I will be the first to select LNAV. After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
And, I just really gave up a lot in terms of passing
After
flight.
takeoff checklist. Air conditioning and pressurization. 4.0 set.
Passing flight level 10.
Altimeters.
Passing flight level 100.
After takeoff checklist completed.
And you know what? I worked a lot. And I got to get back to some work-life balance. And this is what I do for my, personal enjoyment. And so I'm committing to, at least on my weekends, to get a flight in. And if I'm going to get a flight in, might as well do some flight videos. So I'm rusty, I know, but we're going to get back into the swing of things. I really do miss posting. I really do miss interacting with everybody. And so something I never really did a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Turn off this mic. One of these things I never really did, but I'm going to ask, and I didn't before because I kind of left it up to you, but I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe. I'm going to try to, like I said, at least weekly do videos, if nothing else for my own mental health, because I truly do miss doing this and being back in the genre. And the more I do, the smoother I'll get at it, because I really have a lot to review. I could be doing the review of GSX for Flight Simulator 2020. They're about to be on 2024. Just lets you know how long I've been out of this, but I'm getting back in this. So I appreciate everybody who is not unsubscribed. We still have we have over 3,000 subscribers, I believe, last time I checked. So I'm really appreciative of you hanging in there. As I said, I will be posting regularly again. At least I'm going to try to do for once a week. might even sometimes be a little early, and I'll bank it, so it'll be out on Sunday. Happy Labor Day, by the way. That's what today is. And it's just glad to be back in my hobby that I love so much. And so I've been wanting to ask this question, so I'm going to ask it if you all have stayed with me this long. How do you really feel about Flight Simulator 2020? Because I was reluctant to really commit until I knew what Prepared 6 was going to be like. I wanted to buy it, but I knew that it was going to be too expensive to be doing videos in Prepared 6 and Prepared 2020. I would have, if I knew everybody was going to support Prepared 6 like they did Prepared 5, I would have gone back to Prepared 5. Even though I think visually this is a little bit better of a system in terms of what you can, the graphics. But when I believe I read an article that said that PMDG in them, not a lot of people are going to be supporting Prepared 6. And if the majority of the community is going to stick with Flight Simulator 2020, then that's what I'll stick with. And hopefully in 2024, some of this will be better. Like, I've been no secret that I do not like the views of how you program them in Flight Simulator 2020, or I'll just say Flight Simulator. I don't care for it. I feel some of this looks cartoony. Like, these labels, I don't care for them. Like that eyeball and this, I don't care for that. I liked it better on Prepared 6. And I know many people can say, well, some people are just resistant to change. That might be the case. I've been trying really hard. In fact, I'm going with it. I've started, buying airports. As you saw, that was a aftermarket, a third-party airport. I'm not just going with the generic. I'm giving it my full go. But they're just things that I don't like. But there are a lot of things I do. I think the graphics are wonderful. I think the way it handles the graphics card is really nice. It has a lot of advantages, but some things I just ain't down with. But all that is to say, all right, we'll be back a little bit later in the flight. Okay, we're almost at top of descent, so I need to get my altitude set. We're 10 miles out from that. We're going to be going down to 2,600 feet. As you can see, I went a little bit too far there. We have that set for 2,600 feet. If we go over here, we can, let's see, index. Oh, I was already there. We want to do a flaps 40 landing, so it's 40.33. And then we can go back here. All right. So pretty soon our engines. Oh, let's go ahead and do our Let's see here, our descent checklist. But first, we're gonna do a star. It's dry. Auto brake 3. I'll drag this over here so you can see it. So it's visual approach. Flaps 40. Bleeds on. Gate. It's gonna be a gate that has stairs. Single taxi. Engine taxi. No. So everything looks good. Turn that off. Okay. Put that back in place. And now, where are we? You have control. You have control. You have control.
I have control.
Are ready for the approach brief. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Any questions?
No questions.
I wanted you to hear it, but I have control.
You have control.
Alright, so we're now descending. Let's get some lights on in here to make the cockpit a little bit more well lit.
Set.
Let's see here. Okay. Here. Come down here.
Checked.
I hate that. Okay. Trying to turn that brightness down.
Max auto.
On the display because it looks a little bright to me, but yeah, that's not it. We're just going to have to roll with that because I have to remember where the brightness for that is. And I honestly
1, 2, 6, set.
don't
Checked.
remember. Okay, so we're going to basically mute the mic until it's time for me to have to say anything else. Beautiful visual. And that's my dog. Blood Boucher. I may have to pause this and walk him. I was really hoping not to pause, because if you are able to get through the entire mission without pausing to get bonus points, that ain't gonna happen. So we'll be back. Okay, I have been to the dog park and the grocery store. He's taken care of, and we are now going to finish this flight. I am determined. Alright, let's see here. Now, descent checklist. Oh, I think I have to take it off mute. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Cancel checklist.
Roger.
I started too early because we're still at standard pressure, so we have to do this under 18,000. I told you I'm rusty. You know, don't judge. Don't judge me. However, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to turn on the logo lights because you can see my logo. And I also have my, as you can see, flight control replay. So hopefully I will get a good replay of the landing.
Check.
And put this in the video. Yeah, so it's good to be recording again. It's good to be flying. I've been flying a bit, but I've been trying to fly. If you think I'm making mistakes now, you should have seen me 2 months ago. Because it's been like a year since I was really posting. Over a year. just really fell off. I do miss Prepared 3D.
Check.
But I'm gonna have to say what I do like about Microsoft Flight Simulator is it's much better on the frame rates and it utilizes the graphics card a whole lot
Check.
more. Now, Prepared 6 may do so, and that's why I was kind of hedging my bets on using that. But as I
Check.
mentioned before,
Check.
a lot of companies are saying they're not going to be supporting it. So if I want to have my study level aircraft, we're going to have to
Check.
either be, X-Plane 12, which I've never dealt with X-Plane since 9, I think,
Checked.
and, Flight Simulator. So hopefully this 2024 version is going to be
Checked.
even better. I mean, there are a lot of things about Flight Simulator that I like. The views are not one of them. Some of the this here, I just
1-4-1 set.
it could have been better. And this FS Crew, the way it interacts with it, I don't care for it. I like the old version, but I don't know. Change is good. Maybe I just have to kind of get used to some things. I'm fine with that. But for now, okay, so we're at 20,000, so we're going to be changing our standard pressure in just a moment. But everything seems to be going well. Now, we'll show you that this is where we are with discontinuity. But if you take a look at how the discontinuity looks, let's see if I can
Set.
quickly show you. Oh, too low to do that. So
Check.
let me change this to plan. And if you step, you see Dina here. Well, then you have to
Check
go
speed.
back up here. Alright, give it some air brake. And if you step, then you've got to go back up to this.
Check.
In this strange angle. So what I'm going to do is come back up on using my heading and then come back around, so it's a much smoother transition. We'll just say that that's what
Checked.
air traffic control would have done.
Check speed. Checked.
So let's take a look. Okay, so now descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Landing altitude.
Pressurization.
Landing altitude 2985 set.
Pressurization.
Landing altitude 2985 set.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Approach briefing and fuel.
Discussed.
Indicated airspeed and altimeter bars.
Set and checked.
Descent checklist completed.
Set altimeter 2985. And my first time back, you're going to be seeing me with a night landing. Woohoo! Yay, I think. All right. We are almost there, folks. So I'm going to bring you back in just a moment. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to forego going to Dina and just cut across to Gump now. So you can assume that I asked to go to Gump to control. And it puts us a little bit above the altitude we need to be, but I think we can get down in time.
Checked.
And we can turn on our landing lights.
altimeters.
Descending, flight level 10,000, 10's check.
10 checks. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing. Fuel, 4.
I really said that wrong, but
Lights, angle of bank, air conditioning and
because I should have said flight
pressurization.
level, so instead of, it should have been 100.
Recall, 121.50 deselected. Checked, flight level, 671 set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent being this flight or video monitors as messages for connecting information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be used off the aircraft.
Now, what I'm going to do, and by the way, the reason why you heard 2 announcements is because I have FS Crew on, but there is now an announcement program that works with Captain Sim, and I have to figure out how to turn Captain Sim off. So now I'm going to go to heading select so that I can come in at a 45-degree angle to that particular waypoint, and it will also burn off some altitude so that we're at 2,600 or a little bit above by the time we arrive at the waypoint. So I was coming in at 90 degrees, and I would prefer to come in at 45. So that's how we're going to handle this. Now let's see what our speeds. Be at 189 by the time we get a gump. Okay.
Checked.
We're using reserve fuel, but we're not insufficient fuel, so we'll be fine.
Checked.
So I have noticed that the fuel calculator in FXPX doesn't seem to align with the 737 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'll have to find out as to why that is. You get a lot of using reserve fuel when in prepared 5 I didn't really have that problem.
Checked.
If anybody has any suggestions on that, feel free to leave a comment. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and raise the speed brake because I think our descent is fine for now. And we'll be going to LNAV in just a second.
LNAV.
Okay, we're going to turn our heading. That's good. So then we'll go ahead and activate.
Checked.
Set LNAV.
LNAV.
There we go. Lighting looks amazing, I have to say. Alright, we'll be intercepting the glide glide slope in just a moment, so that's fine.
1 to go.
To admit, I miss using my MCP. It's not really designed to work with Microsoft Flight Simulator. I wonder if there is a commercially available MCP that's designed to work with Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I would be purchasing it.
Checked.
Okay. And now we will fly down the glide slope. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1. Cabin crew, 6 for landing.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked.
VREF is
Check.
138. Set speed 138.
138 set.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 15.
Speed checked.
Arm speed brake.
Cabin crew, fit for landing.
Approach checklist.
Flaps 15.
Approach checklist.
1,000.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked. Flaps 30.
Flaps 40.
Speed checked.
Approach checklist. Approach,
Flaps 40.
approach checklist. It's not doing anything, so that's okay. We're just going to do this then.
500.
My aircraft.
400. 300. 200.
60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it is safe for you to move about. At this time, you may use your cellular phones if you wish. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. If
Now
you
let's
require
see
deplaning assistance,
if our flight,
please
if our
remain in your seat
flight
until all
recorder
other passengers have deplaned.
got
One
that.
of our crew members will then be pleased to assist you. On behalf of myself, Vera, and the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again soon. Have a nice day.
Okay, so it says load the flight. I'm loading it for the flight situation. I just loaded it. Now, play. Okay, so now we're back. Let's see if I can get, for whatever reason, my taxi lights, let's see, are they illuminating? They're not illuminating. That's really weird. So let's see if I could just do the landing lights for now. There must be something that, there's a setting that needs to be had so that, you know, that'll show again, but I don't know what it is just yet. So for now, we're just going to go with these landing lights so that we can see the runway. And we can go ahead and, let's see, gate, parking, one suitable. And we'll just leave it at that.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Yes. No. And we'll say envoy. As we taxi in. Flaps up. Start the APU.
Starting the APU. Minutes. APU on the buses.
Well, since nothing else is available, we will put our plane right here. I mean, I see him over there, but I can't put him over there. So I'll put him right here. So now we can
checked.
Put this on.
Roger.
Alright, cut.
Checked.
I'm just going to go ahead and ask for ground services. Request and connecting.
Roger.
So we can turn off the APU, turn off the generators.
Checked.
And request deboarding. Okay, so I mean, it looks like we're supposed to be here, but we're not supposed to be here. Ooh, we could have been there. Darn it. Well, like I said, it was going to be, I got a lot to figure out. But what I will show you is, so now this is my Simbit World 2 for Pilot's Life 2. How I've been choosing my missions, because you never know where you want to go, right? So then we can, we have now landed, so we can look at our flight report.
Checked.
Let's see. Maximum pitch angle, 20 degrees. Failed. I must have turned too hard somewhere. Landing gear, retracted.
Checked.
Went. Initial climb, so it was late. Okay. I've done better flights, so this is nothing I'm proud of. But I got a whole lot of passes, so I'm happy with that. Got to work on it. Like I said, I'm rusty. But they're going to get better because I'm back in the saddle again, trying to fly is my little, free time. So we're going to submit the flight. Now I just got to get my Toby eye tracker working, and I'll be back fully up and running. So that's been submitted.
Set.
And let's take a look here. So my schedule, the next flight I have is from New Haven to Tampa International.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vera, and I'm your
Excellent.
flight
So that
attendant.
means I'm going to have to get
The fasten seatbelt sign is on.
what do you call
If you haven't already done so,
third-party Tampa,
please
so
stow
it'll
your
be
carry-on
looking
luggage
nice.
underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin.
And let's
Please take
just
your
real
seat
quick.
and fasten your seatbelt.
Anything
Also
new in the
make
job
sure your
market?
seat
Have I got any
back and
new
folding trays are in their full upright
Bluebird?
position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please carefully read the special instructions card located by your
So
seat.
these are the airlines that I've
If you
been
do not wish to perform
offered.
the functions
Like, let's take a look.
described in the
28.
event of an emergency,
Who's
please
offering the
ask the flight
most?
attendant to
Lynx
repeat.
Air. I don't know
We
anything
remind
about
you
Lynx
that
Air.
This is a non-smoking flight.
They're offering $34 an hour.
Smoking is prohibited on the entire
They
aircraft,
are a U.S.
including
carrier.
the lavatories.
No, they're a Canadian
Tampering,
carrier.
Disabling or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by
And they
law.
fly at
If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants.
3-8.
Thank
What is
you.
wrong with me? I'm just messing up because I'm right there, but 737. What's the matter with me? I see these numbers and it confuses me, but that's the 30.
7,000. Set.
So that's basically 737-800 model. I'm curious about taking this job because if I can make more money, I can get more licenses to fly more aircraft. But I'm just not crazy about, because if this is the hub, these are where I fly to, and they're kind of like not very, hugely popular airports. And who's jet time? Well, that's the second most pay is $28. So let's see who's offering there.
Checked.
Okay, so this is Columbia. I don't know if I could get this livery, but if I could, I might be down for that. Although they're new airports that I'd have to buy, but they may not be that expensive. I'll have to give it some thought. Well, I really appreciate you guys, joining me for this flight. Glad to be back online. Pestridge, reach out to me. I'm back, dude. I hope you're doing well. To everyone, I really appreciate you, captains, for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.